I just sat down with a guy who lived on the streets, walked into the Paris Opera after watching House of Gucci, and said to himself, it's time to make money. And 1 month later, he was serving coffee at Gucci. Now he's fitting suits for millionaires in Dubai. Leonardo began with an inner fire shaped by discipline and an eye for timeless style. From a small Italian village to Parisian storefronts to Dubai's luxury scene, his path was not straight. He tried many different directions until he found his way into the luxury business. Started small, serving coffee, but he envisioned himself leading. And here's what stuck with me. When Leo was broke in Italy, he'd dress in a nice jacket and ride trains without paying. When the controller came, he'd play the busy businessman on his phone, and the controller would apologize for disturbing him. Same man, same train, different jacket. That's when he understood. Clothing isn't fabric, it's vocabulary. It's a precious language that shows respect and attention, and he decided to master it. And this conversation hits different. Leo talks about escaping the small mindset of people around him, including his own country. Why he believes strong men in the Western world are judged as toxic. How he finally found people in Dubai who share his mindset. Men who enjoy the process of winning and being strong, responsible men. 2 hours disappear. The cigar burns down, and you realize this guy built not just a business, but a philosophy of strength, confidence, and purpose. In the next 2 hours, you're going to hear how he went from serving coffee at Gucci to general manager at Custom Made Reality in Dubai, and why he says, don't seek happiness, seek pride. And why he believes if you work for it, you can achieve whatever you want. This is Breaking Cigars with Leonardo David Morichetti.
Lebo, so great to have you. I have a few different selections of cigars here. Where to start? So I think you're the first guest.
My mic is on, right?
Yeah, your mic is definitely on. You're the first guest to have 4 cigars as opposed to 3.
Nice.
And
That's
I see
it.
you got some of your own as well. You can introduce
Yeah,
us
some
in a bit.
champagne and some Romeo and Julieta,
Beautiful.
just to be romantic.
So I brought some
Romantic.
cigars from Latvia. The first one is Manuel Alonso 1867 cigar. Medium body, actually light to medium body. And this one has a Spanish tradition. It's got Connecticut wrapper.
Do
From
you like
America.
also women, medium body or full body?
Light body.
Light body, women
light
light
body.
body, but cigars, medium body.
Cigar, full body. I like the more Maduros, more heavier cigars.
Got it.
That's me personally. I don't know about you. But what is it that you like in terms of the strength of the cigar?
It depends. I'm more about the taste. I don't care about
The strength?
the strength. No, it's more. I smoke everything in my life.
Okay.
I like to smoke more light
Mhm.
if I have to choose, but it's more about the taste.
Okay.
Nice tequila or nice glass of wine and the taste of the cigar.
Okay. This one is more medium body, and it's a mix of Nicaraguan and American. This one right here, the same thing, Manuel Alonso. Very similar to this wrapper. So same filler, binder, and wrapper, but just in a different form. A la Lancero form, this Lancero cigar.
It's like 2 hours and a half of cigars.
Precisely. And this I usually enjoy. I have it as my dessert. When I have one of these Robustos or one of the Churchills, I usually go for a Lancero to finish off my evening. And this is a nice dessert for me. Then I have a green label Villa Vieja. This is an all Nicaraguan handmade cigar. One of my favorites. This is, I would say, medium to full body cigar. So this is a bit stronger.
Yeah,
All Nicaraguan. And this
it's
is
a big guy.
this one I also got from Latvia. And this is one of their house brands. And it doesn't really have a name, but it's machine made at scale. I usually like to go for these. I believe they're either Petite Corona or mini cigars as opposed to cigarellos. I like to go for these if, let's say, I'm having a coffee.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Because I guess people will watch this video. So we are talking about cigars,
Yes.
but why we should smoke cigars? Why? What's a cigar for you? Are you promoting cigars, or are you promoting the lifestyle, or are you promoting the taste?
That's a great
Or,
question. So actually, I started this whole channel with the goal of 3 different pillars. One is the education around cigars. Second is the very cool history that people are curious about that is associated with cigars. And finally, the genuine conversations over cigars. For me personally, cigars, I love cigars. I enjoy cigars. But cigars to me mean a lot more than just smoking tobacco, getting it into my mouth and getting the nicotine. It's way more than that. It's the genuine one-to-one human connection. And so for me, these bad boys are just an excuse to talk to cool cats like you about what it is that you guys do. And the most impactful conversations I've ever had in my life have been over cigars.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to show the world that, hey, this is an amazing ritual that men have.
Yeah.
And it's a sacred ritual for us to connect. And it doesn't have to even involve smoking. It just involves men sitting down and enjoying their time together.
Yeah, also it's good and it's cool. If I had to ask her to this question, it's like hang out with a Russian woman. It's a cliche, but it's beautiful. It's cool. every man love it. So it's a very masculine activity because it's a moment for us. It's strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's strong. The cigar is strong, but it's for men when we taste. And as you say, it's a way to connect with other people and to have a chat. It's like coffee,
yeah,
a glass of wine, but it's tobacco. It's meditative also. The energy of tobacco, it's like magic, something magic. However, the time stops, and you have time to have a chat. You will make deep talks about life, about what you're doing, about the present moment, etc.
And it forces you to kind of slow down. And the puffs they usually take are 30 to 60 seconds between the puffs. And so it just forces you to sit down, breathe, and just really enjoy your time.
So let's enjoy one of these guys.
Absolutely.
Which one you advise? Tell me.
Well, it's really up to you what you like, what your taste is. This one's more of a full body. This one's a bit lighter. So if you like,
let's go lighter. Let's go lighter
for that one.
Thank you, man.
Very nice.
What is the?
That's the V cut, and this is the straight cut. And by the way, which cut is your favorite? Do you usually go for V cut?
The V cut.
Very nice. Yeah, I had the video that really took off was people screaming at me, telling me their favorite cut, because I told them the story of how I messed up a cigar in front of a 8-figure CEO while cutting. And everyone in the comment section was like, no, you should have cut it V cut, or you should have used the punch cut, or you should have actually bitten the wrapper off, because some people bite the wrapper off the tip. And I tried it yesterday and it actually works. It actually cuts pretty clean if you just bite it. Or the OG Cuban way is using toothpicks and plugging a hole with toothpicks.
I don't like to have the tobacco on my teeth. My face, just bite it. It's not. We have this. We are humans. I mean, we had 1,000 of years of evolution. We can use an instrument to cut.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful way to. It's a beautiful ritual just to cut it, and not have to bite it.
Absolutely.
When did you first start smoking cigars?
A lot of souvenir. I was like 13 years old, 13.
And this was in Italy?
It was in Italy. I'm from Italy. Yes, my name is Leo, by the way. Sorry. My bad. So my name is Leo. I'm from Italy, and I lived 9 years in Paris, almost 10. And I was 13 years old. My first cigarettes, I remember like it was yesterday. It was on a club. I was with one friend and two very nice ladies. And yeah, you want to show that you are the guy.
You're the big G.
So you have to smoke a cigarette. Now we do it in front of these two ladies.
So that was cigarette?
That was a cigarette, yes.
What about cigar?
My first cigar, good question, I don't remember, but probably it was around that age, 13, 14 years old.
Do you remember what cigar you had for your first time?
Probably a Toscanello. Yeah, it's a kind of cigar that we had. It's from the region where I'm from. It's like
Tuscany.
Close to Tuscany. Yeah. Yeah, we have the cigar Toscanello. It's just some tobacco and rolled, and you cut in the middle. You have two cigars in this book. It's very rustic. We say rustic in English?
Rustic, yeah.
Rustic, yeah. It's not that refined, but the taste, if you like it, is very good.
Do a lot of Italian smoke cigars?
Say again?
Do a lot of Italian smoke cigars, like in mafia movies, or no?
Do what?
Do a lot of Italians
smoke cigars? No. No, I don't. More cigarettes. Cigarettes, yes, but not cigars. To be
Because
honest.
cigars are associated with mafia usually, and when people think of cigars, they think of like
So
the Italian mafia
it's
or the
extremely
movie.
good question. Deeper. Sorry, I cut you. But deeper than because I was thinking after you asked this question.
Mhm.
So what is this? This is also a very masculine object and ritual,
Mhm.
and you celebrate your success with this. I never saw some. I haven't seen never some poor guy with no money smoking a cigar. Ah, I'm fucking poor. I'm the man. No, it's always a certain level of men that like to celebrate the success and to show off a little bit, to be proud that I'm the man, and to smoke the cigars. And in Italy, but in Europe in general today. But let's talk about Italy. If you are a successful man, you are a bad person. So people they don't like to show off too much.
Mhm.
And now I saw this coming like 20, 25 years ago. I was extremely young, and I was already like, what the fuck? What is that? What I'm doing here? I need to go as far as possible, far from this place. And then I moved to France when I was 24.
Mhm.
But the same, there is a this propaganda anti-man, anti-masculinity, that you have. If you are a masculine, if you are a successful person, you are a bad person, you are toxic, or you are a mafia guy. And not just because it's fun and it's cool, like Al Pacino style, but because you are you should be a bad guy. If you have a nice car, you're a bad person. You're a criminal for sure, 100%. That's the what people think.
That's wild.
Yes, and that's why it's a country of losers. Sorry for the Italians, but I have to say it. If you have a minimum of brain today, you have to move as fast as possible from Europe, from the UK as well. It's the same. Doesn't make any sense today to live there. It's oppressive.
Mhm.
Every time I go back in Europe and back in Italy, I'm like, what is this? I'm not the kind of person, and I'm proud to be Italian. Yes, I'm Italian. Italy, Forza Italia. I don't give a shit. I'm extremely grateful that I'm born in Italy because it's a country rich of culture, and I love this place. But I'm not that patriotic to say, hey, I will save Italy. No, guys, I don't. I'm sorry, but I take what I have to take, and it's up to you now to manage your shit because people that live in Italy, they choose to live there, and they choose the life they choose what's happening in Italy.
Mhm.
Make sense? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, that's a very sober thought. And honestly, you're I think the first Italian to tell me that he's not that patriotic about Italy.
No.
Because whenever I see Italians traveling, whenever I run into them, they're always very excited, very patriotic about Italy. They love Italian products, they love the Italian language.
Mm.
And whenever they hear Italian, for example, I was in Old Town of Riga with my cousin who speaks a bit of Italian. He started talking with Italians on the street, and they absolutely loved it. They got super, super excited. Very animated. Italians are very animated. They start speaking with their hands. You can see they're very excited to run into someone that speaks Italian.
Yeah,
And I grew up with Greeks and Italians, and they're usually very proud. And Greeks and Italians usually believe they invented everything, of course, partially as a joke, but there is also a bit of truth to that as well. But they're usually very patriotic.
yeah, I'm proud to be born in Italy because I understand that there is a level of culture, of knowledge. We can speak about art, about literature in general, about music, or about philosophy. That it's been thousands of years that men are. How can I explain this? Let me find the word. It's extremely deep culture. Okay, thousand of years in the last thousand of years, people are working to go deeper and deeper using music, using art, using philosophy to go deeper on the meaning of life, on the meaning of beauty. So I got a lot from this culture. I work in the luxury big business. I worked 3 years and a half for a big brand from Italy, Italian brand. So I always introduce myself like the first product made in Italy. So I'm made in Italy. And of course, I'm proud. But I have to be straight because number one, as men, we have to find solution to our problem. Our mission is to find solution. It's not like women. Women love to create problems to see if you are capable to solve the problem. But as a man, our mission is to solve problem. So the first thing you have to see if you're from Europe is that there are a lot of problems. Really, it doesn't make any sense to live there. So yeah, Italy is a beautiful country, but I mean, fuck them. What's going on is terrible. It's very sad. But
And I can very much relate as a Canadian.
do you understand what I mean? It's clear. Is it clear?
I think so.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue talking about it. For example, with Canada, I feel like I don't recognize my city anymore. I've spent 20 years in Toronto. I grew up there. I came from the poorest country in Europe. If you look at the stats, Moldova is still the poorest country in Europe on the official GDP stats. It has been for like the past 10 years. And I came from Moldova, immigrated to Canada. Canada has given me a lot, and I'm thankful for everything it has given me, from basic education to then university education at the top engineering school in Canada, then to the military, and having had the pleasure to serve in the Canadian Armed Forces as an engineer officer for 4 years.
Nice.
It has given me a lot. But I don't recognize my country. Of course, times change, countries evolve. But seeing what's happening with Toronto now, with the homelessness, the drug abuse, the crazy prices, inflation, immigration, services becoming shit, no one wants to live in Toronto anymore. And everyone's leaving. All my friends that I know are looking for a way to get out or to leave, or have already left. And that's why I made the decision to move to Europe, and that's to move closer to my roots. I do believe there are a lot of problems in Europe, and Latvia is now starting to experience those problems as well with immigration. I'm seeing it slowly starting to catch up year by year. But about a year and a half ago, I moved to Latvia for two reasons. One is the
women.
The woman. Actually, it's reason zero. Man, women are amazing in Latvia. Beautiful, tall, blonde. Absolutely a reason for it as well. But I could speak Russian with everyone there. And they also speak English, so I can communicate with 100% of the population. That's the first reason. The second reason was it felt closer to home. It felt closer to my culture, and I felt a lot more landed. I felt a lot like there was a lot more freedom of expression there for me as a Slav, as a straight white male, as opposed to in a liberal place like Toronto, where people hate me just for existing.
100%.
In your case, would you say that the reasons for Italy to find itself in a very precarious and a very problematic position are similar? Does a lot of it have to do with immigration, or is it a separate reason?
There is a problem, immigration problem in Italy, a huge immigration problem, and it's a propaganda. They want you. I'm not. It's not my job. I mean, I'm not into politics, but as I said already, as men, we have to solve problems. So I have to think about the future of my family, my future. So I have to think about also in a political level, where I see myself to live, when I see myself create my family. So yes, I confirm that I see immigration problem in Italy. But they want it because if I can be straight, when there is chaos, who's winning? When an entire nation is in chaos, who is winning? Governments, the king. Because the people are fighting pro-immigration or against immigration. We want immigration because we have to welcome these people. They have the war in their country, and then the other people, no, they are destroying the country. We have to put limits. So people are fighting between each other, and the government is still the same since 15, 16, 100 years, still the same people.
Who's profiting? Who's making money off this?
So they want the chaos. They want it, and for sure. I mean, it's so obvious that at some point you have to ask to yourself, why does this happen? Why nobody is doing nothing? Why the government, the mission of the government is to protect the country, why is it doing nothing? It's create more chaos because they want it. It's easy, extremely easy. You don't have to have a master in politics, social, whatever, politics in Oxford to understand this. It's extremely obvious. They want it. And so literally, fuck them.
And so from there, you left Italy, moved to France.
Yes.
Why France of all the different places you could have chosen?
Cash, money. In Italy, extremely poor. It should be one of the richest countries in the world. There's a lot of money in Italy because of tourism, because of the manufacture a lot of luxury products like cars. Look at Maserati, look at Ferrari, Lamborghini. fashion brands, design, everything luxury. 80%, let's say a number, 80% of the luxury business is made in Italy. Even France brand like Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton. If you go in a French brand, in a luxury store, in a Chanel store, you take a shoe made in Italy. You go to Louis Vuitton, you take a shoe made in Italy. So, where the question is, where all this money is going? Average salary in Italy is like $1,500, $2,000. The average salary, average. I mean, the normal people are living with $1,500 per month.
Mm-hmm.
My mother has $2,000 per, let's say in euro, €2,000 per month. Retirement. She worked a lot for like 40 years in the for the post office. I don't know in English. How do you say exactly?
The post office, yeah.
Yeah, post office. But she was a manager. €2,000. It's nothing. What you want to do with €2,000 per month? Nothing. It's the average salary in Europe. You go in a luxury store with one pair of shoes costs €1,000. So there is no money. There is no cash flow. And also, this is a very good question. Where is this money going? Who's taking this money? But so I was, very young. I was like 19, 20 years old. And I was already, okay, now I finished the school. I need to find a fucking solution to go as far as possible from this country. I had no goals because I had no models around me, because no one show you how to be successful. No one show you how to build a business. No one show you the way, because it's, as I say, you are a bad person if you are a successful person in Italy, because of the religion also. They say if you are rich, you can't go to the paradise. Anyway, so I say, okay, let me go to Paris. Paris is in the middle of Europe. I wanted to study psychology, and I study a lot of psychology. I study with Alejandro Jodorowsky. Do you know this guy?
No.
He's a very famous artist, one of the most important artists in the 20th century. I will send you something. I wanted to study with him, and also more opportunity. So I moved to Paris. Very hard time, I have to be honest. I had to find myself, so I have to spend many years to find myself. And then I started to work in a luxury business for the same, ask to myself the same question for the same reason. Where is the money? How I can go, how I can create something, how I can do something with my life. And you need money to do something with your life. So in Europe, luxury is one of the biggest business. It's still surviving, whether it's still cash flow, because everyone is buying luxury brand and European luxury brand. Chinese, US, Africa, rich African people, everyone buy luxury. So there is money, there is cash flow. So money, opportunity. I started to work in a luxury store. I was serving coffee to the clients because I had zero experience.
And this was still in France?
Still in France, still in Paris. I had zero experience. So I say, okay, let me try to put one foot inside the luxury business without experience, without zero knowledge about luxury. And I started to work as a welcome guy, opening the door, serving coffee, serving champagne in a luxury store. I was 30 years old.
What attracted you specifically to fashion and to luxury? Was it the fact that it had a high ticket offer to do with it? Or was there something different where you always kind of an artistic type, a creative type, someone that really valued fashion?
Very, very good question. So the first reason, as I told you, money. I need money. You need to solve problem. I'm a man. I need to solve a problem. I need money. There is money there. Okay, let me find a solution. Let me find a way to work in this business, to get profits from this business. I say, I'm from Italy, so it's already a nice business card. I'm from Italy. So even if I had zero technical knowledge about fashion,
it's in your blood.
Exactly. So it's okay, let me play this card. And it was the right card. It was like the jackpot, because then I start to become a very good salesman. I start to meet a lot of very wealthy people. They helped me. And I moved to Dubai 1 year ago, and here I am.
And I saw some of the videos that you posted and some of the stories that you shared that were very inspirational around your background and around your come up. I'm tracking that there was a moment in your life where you even found yourself homeless, and from there you've advanced to meeting all these different elites in Dubai. Like, tell me more about this come up story. I'm very curious to learn more about that, and I feel like the audience would benefit massively to hear about that come up story.
Okay, let's go. But I was lost because when you don't have models, when you don't have examples,
Mhm.
you don't know which direction you have to take to build yourself because you are growing. You're young. You are 19, 18 years old. You need to see an example to say, okay, that's the way to be a man. That's the way to be responsible. That's the way to make something with my life. Let me try to do this. You have zero examples. Or maybe, probably for sure, at some point I was also not mature enough to see the good examples around me because I want to be honest 100% with myself. But yeah, I was lost. So to live in the street was my freedom. It was like my way to start to choose, okay, what I didn't want to be. So I don't want to be like these people just paying taxes, going to work every day for 10 hours doing something that they don't like with no goals. So okay, I don't want this. So I was trying to be an artist. I was a painter, video maker, musician, and I was looking for myself. And the living in the street was my freedom. I don't have to pay a rent, but I was lost, completely lost. Really, I was completely lost. Always, all the time, looking for something, and I have to. How can I say? I have to say that it was a good decision to keep looking for something different, even in hard time, very hard times. But at least I was all the time looking for something, angry about something, even if I did a lot of mistakes. But I was all the time looking for something. I had also problem with alcohol. I had also problem with drugs, but never as a solution to solve my problems. Always for looking for something. Does that make sense?
Looking for purpose.
Looking for purpose. Yeah, I was an artist, and so you read books about crazy artists like Baudelaire, drinking wine and finding inspiration for their poems and their movies or their vision. So I say, okay, let me try. Let me do this. Terrible idea, but it was not the solution. Like, I'm suffering, let me drink. No, it was okay. This guy wrote a beautiful book while drinking wine. Let me try. It was extremely stupid. I admit, extremely, yeah, stupid. But it was my way to look for solution. I spent 30 years because after 30 years, I start to find my way. But I spent 30 years of research and of my place or who I am, what's my mission. I never stopped. Took time. I'm not yet a millionaire, so I didn't use this time, my 20s, to become rich. Not yet. I'm on my way, but I use this time to know better myself. And now, even when I meet a lot of wealthy people, they spend their 20s to become rich. I spend my 20s to know myself. I see the difference. It was a different investment. You understand? Makes sense?
It wasn't necessarily wrong. It was just a different path.
Different path, yes. Absolutely. Because now I feel I'm stronger than a lot of people. I'm more stable. I feel like a rock. Anything can happen, and I say, okay, what I can do to go forward. I lost my father. I lost my brother 8 years ago. So I've been through very, very difficult moment. I mean, it's life. We have to go through this. We will lose someone. Someone will lose us one day. So we have to go through this. But in the way I've been through this was quite violent. But it's life, just life. I mean, it's a part of the game. So I used to spend this a lot of time to understand myself, to build a structure. That's why also I studied psychology. You need a structure, my friend. Always, you need to build the structure, the most solid structure you can. You can build a skyscraper starting from the top. So I'm satisfied with who I am, and I keep pushing.
Was there a eureka moment in your 20s looking for purpose? Was there a eureka moment where you said, hey, this is it. I came across this thing and I want to do this thing. I want to finally become rich. This now makes sense to me. Or was it gradually, little by little, that these
It's crazy.
lessons got learned?
Little by little, little by little. I had to understand that the money was a part of the life.
Mhm.
Because before, as already say, they teach you that money is a bad thing.
Mhm.
So I was living with poetry and art and beauty. At some point, it's okay, my friend, I need to hit. Okay, I need to build a family. I was dating girls, but yeah, I was not able to build something because if you don't have money, my friend. So, but let me tell you this: at some point, I remember I I knew nothing about fashion, but a movie, The House of Gucci, was released in that moment. I was 30 years old.
Mhm.
I say, okay, um, let me go to see this movie. I'm from Italy. This movie talk about Italian brand, Italian fashion. Let me learn something about this. I saw the movie and I saw all this rich lifestyle, and I saw my roots, but described in a luxury way. And for luxury, for me, in an exclusive way, with a lot of details. For me, luxury is details. So a lot with this beautiful fabrics, this beautiful outfit, these rich people going on a bike, riding a bicycle, beautiful bicycle with all this Italian charisma, Italian flair, and I was like, wow, I'm from this. I'm from there. I'm this actually. And I went out from the cinema, and I was in front of the Opera in Paris, the beautiful building in the middle of Paris, Opera de Paris. And I say, okay, my friend, it's time to make money. So I looked. I was not working in Gucci yet. Huh? I have no idea that. I mean, didn't was not even in my mind to start to work with this brand.
Mhm.
But I look at this building, this beautiful building with a lot of gold details, a very detailed building. It's extremely beautiful. I say, okay, my friend, it's time to make money. I promised to myself I need to make money from now. 1 month later, I start to work with Gucci, but in a completely crazy way. It was not even in my mind, because I thought I start to make coffee for clients. At 30 years old, it was not easy to accept, but I say, okay, at least it's one step in the industry. Then I know myself. They will recognize me. They will invest on me. They did, and yeah, a lot of doors start to open, and now I'm a happy tailor in Dubai.
Love it. And so was Gucci your first job in France that was around fashion?
My first job in Gucci was around fashion.
As in France when you started working in fashion? Was that at Gucci?
No, it's another story. It takes time. Sorry, I'm quite not poetic guy, but I like abstract concepts, and I like to see the life as a dream.
Mhm.
But
I love that.
in a very pragmatic way. It was the day, 2 days before my birthday. I was supposed to start to work with Goyard. It's another French brand. I had an interview with the lady. I spoke 4 languages. I had experience because I used to work in a museum, Rodin Museum. It's a beautiful museum in Paris. I was a manager. Same crazy coincidence, crazy stories. But okay, that's another chapter. So I say, okay, I have experience as a manager. I can manage a little team of people. I know how to open a door. Okay, I can do the welcome guy in your store if you want. And I say, okay, perfect. Your job is the job is yours. It's okay. Let me think one day before signing the contract because I had another proposition. I will text you tomorrow. And the lady was like, yeah, no problem. It was like, the job is yours. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, amazing. Let me just think. Let me sleep on it. So I text the lady one day after, and I say, okay, I'll take the job. And she say, I'm sorry, someone else already took your job. And I was like, fuck, bitch, no? I was already happy because I found a job, and it was like, no, it was the last day of the year, like 31 of December. So I was supposed to celebrate the new year with a job. I was extremely happy.
Yeah.
And then this lady said, no, I'm sorry, someone else took your job. it destroyed completely the mood. I said, no, fuck. Then I've been to Opera de Paris again. There is a Café de la Paix, like peace means like la paix. I spent the night. I was supposed to spend the night with friends, but I didn't want to see people, anyone, because I was so upset. I said, okay, let me have a walk. And I walk around Paris, my favorite place of Paris. Like, okay, Leo, don't worry, keep pushing, keep going. You will find a solution. Now I laugh and I smiling when I think about this, but when I was there, it was it was a
sucked.
hard time. Yeah, very hard time because I needed a job. And so that night, I went to this Café de la Paix, and I said, okay, let me go to this coffee. Maybe one day I will find some peace. Café de la Paix, peace. I went to this coffee, and the security was like, I'm sorry, we are closed. He said, oh, no, brother, please. He said, no, we are closed, we are closed. I had a really bad day. Please, let me get one glass of wine to celebrate the new year, please. And the waiter heard about what I was saying. They said, I had a bad day, etc. And they say, no problem, no problem. He said to the security, no problem, let this guy come. And he offered me a glass of wine. And he said, brother, you're amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What's your name? His name was Hazard. And in French, Hazard means like coincidence. It's a very similar meaning. And I was like, wow, the coincidence of he's offering me a glass of wine in the Café de la Paix, the coffee of the peace, not the bar of the peace. Maybe it's a sign. So the day before my birthday, because my birthday is the 4th of January, another company called me. Hey, we found your CV on the internet. Would you like to work with this brand as a salesperson? Do you have experience in sales? And I was like, yes, of course. I had zero experience. But I was like, oh, of course. Yeah, I'm the man. I was like, of course, it's me. And the day of my birthday, 4th of January, I start to work on this company. This company is Todd's. And it's the company is based on the city, the small city where I'm from. It's like 5,000 people, this city. But there is this huge brand, Todd's. It's very famous, where they make shoes. So it's like a rebirth. The day of my birthday, I'm working for the brand from where I'm from the small village where I'm from.
Wow.
And the coincidence guy offered me a glass of wine. And from that way, my life switched completely. So like literally, it was like a rebirth. And then I start to, from this brand, I work for this month, for this brand, like 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
The store manager didn't hire me. And I was the same. I was super upset because I was pushing, trying to sell as much as possible to show that you are the guy because I wanted a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was liking actually. She didn't hire me, and I was super happy. I mean, super upset. But then I have an offer from Gucci, but as a welcome guy again, like just to make coffee. But I said, okay, no problem. Let's go. Let's do it. I don't care. At least I'm inside. So I started working Gucci 1 month later as a well, I don't know in English, like a host.
As a host, as
Yeah,
I'm blanking on the name.
Well, I say I call him welcome guy because you say welcome.
Yeah,
No? Welcome guy. Hello, welcome. Bonjour. Hello. Bienvenidos. Hola.
because there's hostess and there's host. Yeah, it would be host.
So that's the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story. I have a lot of story like this.
And from there, so you started working, kind of from level 1, right? And then you advanced up all the way to one of the leading salespeople at Gucci in Dubai. Walk me through that journey. How did you get here?
So I was preparing my plan. Give me 1 second.
Something that might help is cleaning out the ash and then just giving it a better light. And sometimes what I use is, like, let's say the tip of something like this. Just clean it off. Really get in there.
So someone told me that I don't have to take off the ashes.
Oh, 100% you do. You absolutely do, because otherwise the flame won't touch the new tobacco and you're just burning what's already burnt.
So I was building my plans to go as far as possible from Europe, far from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, I spent my 20s doing, taking a brave decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had many times to leave the place where I was living, to cut off people from my life, to do also many things that I mean, you have to, like a snake, to change your skin. I have to do it many times, many times. So at that point, I say, okay, I need a plan. So let me take my time, but I need a very solid plan. My plan was to go to the US, was to go to Miami first. But I didn't. LA was my first choice, but I was not sure. And then when I've been to LA, I said, "What what's the shit?" So, fuck LA. And then I've been to Miami, and I fell in love with Miami. It was beautiful. Love the lifestyle, of the lights, the Latino vibes, everything. I love Miami. Supercars, colors, bright colors,
Mhm.
Cigars. But then I visit Dubai. I was like working very hard, and sometimes take like 1 week of vacation just to visit another country
Mhm.
to see if I see myself in that place. Thank you very much, my friend. So I've been to Portugal, I've been to Turkey, I've been to Mexico, I've been to LA, I've been to Texas, I've been to Miami. What else? I came to Dubai, to Morocco, because a lot of people told me, "Hey, Morocco is growing. You need to go to Morocco. There is a lot of future in Morocco." I learned how to do horse riding in Morocco, but definitely I will not go to live in Morocco. But it's a beautiful country, but I will never live there because it's just not me. And when I came to Dubai, I said, okay, Dubai is the place. And I start just to push as much as possible, work as much as possible, be the best in my job as possible. Everyone around you, of course, start to tell you why you're doing this. I was doing like briefing, about like speech, training the team. Every day we had like before the day starts, like 20 minutes of, we call it briefing. Now we talk about the figures, we talk about the new collection, last fashion show, the new arrivals, the newness, or sometimes we take the time to speak about some topic. I don't know. You want to talk about how we make jackets or blazers because you are passionate about it. You want to show to others how we made the blazers or what's different from a single breast or a double breast. Please, you have the scene. The scene is yours. How do you say in English?
The floor is yours.
Yeah, please. So I was okay. I want to do this because I need to build myself. I want to learn how to speak properly in front of people. I want to study also things that I technically that I will able to elaborate, to digest with my vision, with my point of view, and then deliver this content to other people in a clear way. I think communication is extremely important. Sorry, my English is it's not the best,
No,
but
no, you're doing great, brother.
I had to feel more confident in front of people, to build yourself. You build skills. You need to become valuable. When you work with the big companies like this, you need to do as much as possible, learn as much as possible, absorb as much as possible, because it's like you're going to school, but you're not. It's not just a fucking random university when you're just reading books, answering to questions to people that they don't care about you, but it's actually a business. So you're learning how to manage the portfolio of clients. You know how to speak with people, and people need to like you. So you need to become likable to people, but in a professional way, and be coherent, not selling your soul, but just developing skills, communication skills, be clear on what you want, make feel people comfortable when they are with you, becoming interesting, be able to tell your story in a way that is interesting for people, or build your story if you don't know, you have anything to say. You say, okay, tell me about your life. Well, I did nothing on my life. I never traveled. I don't know nothing. Okay. I had to learn, yeah, traveling. So I started to travel a lot. So I was able to speak about my travels, my trips, becoming interesting. It's very extremely good skills. And if you want to deal with wealthy people, successful people, you have to be interesting, because they meet so many people, they can have everything, and the human relationship become what's more extremely important. Because wealthy people, they like to spend good time. They like good people. They like the feeling to spend good people, to smoke nice cigars, to listen to stories. And yeah, so I start to work as hard as possible. I start to learn as much as possible. I I was pretty good. I was good as a salesperson, but I was studying. And then I say at some point, after 2 years, I say to the company, okay, I want to go to Dubai. Or you move to Dubai or I leave the company. So the company say, okay, let's help this guy to go to Dubai. They help me. And it's easy when you use a company, you move with a company
Mhm.
because they take care of the visa, they take care of everything. So I moved to Dubai and one of the best moves in my life.
Why was it one of the best moves in your life?
Well, one was
What made it one of the best moves in
because of Dubai, because it's the place to be today. I'm not the kind of person that talk to other say to other people constantly or in social media, hey guys, you need to come to Dubai, it's the best place in the world. I literally don't give a shit.
Mhm.
Because if you don't understand by yourself that Dubai is the place to be today, or is one of the best places today in the world, if you don't understand by yourself, you don't deserve it. I mean, I'm sorry, but so I'm not the kind of person that say, hey, Dubai is amazing, come here. No, I'm not like this. But if you ask me this question, it's because the quality of the life here is amazing. The opportunities is amazing. They value a lot the European culture, the Italian culture. So I'm extremely valuable here as a person, and a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors start to open when I came here, and I'm super happy, extremely happy.
The way you sold in France versus the way you sold in LA versus Miami versus Dubai, did you find you had to sell in a different way depending on the location that you were at?
Extremely good question. You mean if the way the approach to people, to clients is different? Extremely different. Extremely good question. Extremely good question. Because yes, you see the different way people approach money, approach luxury. And for example, to give you an example, if the average salary in Europe is $2,000, luxury is something that is extremely far from the average person. So it's very extremely exclusive. So when local people come to your store, they're extremely respectful because they don't have easy access to this world. It's
Mhm.
something far. It's another planet. No, 80% of the business was from the US when I was in Paris, where
Mm.
average salary. I'm not a professional in this kind of numbers. I did zero research, but I know people. So I know people that take $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a monthly salary. In Europe, it's impossible. I mean, it's impossible. You need to work for the government to have this kind of numbers,
Mhm.
or a doctor, or a lawyer, corrupt, of course.
Mhm.
And also, yeah, in Europe, they have this respect for time because they know the beautiful things takes time, and for your skills. You are the expert. You are the salesperson. You work in fashion. You are the expert. You know about your topic. You know better than me, so I'm listening to you, and I know extremely important that it's gonna take time. People enjoy to spend time in the store. They can take hours, spend hours and hours for sales, like 5 6 hours for one sale. I remember, and people enjoy. They drink champagne. They talk about their life, last trip. It's a ritual, no? The clients come to the store. It takes time, so
They're
they
not in a
enjoy this kind
rush.
of time. Exactly. They enjoy. They respect this. There is this enjoyment. Here in Dubai, it's completely opposite. People come to the store and they want things now. Everything is extremely fast. And at the beginning, I was like, "What is this?" Because they don't have respect for you, but they want a fast service and a perfect service. But now, right now, extremely fast. They don't care about who you are. They just want what they want. I want the $200,000 Birkin bag. Give me. I give you cash. Give me this bag now, tomorrow. So I'm sorry, there is a waiting list. No, I don't care. Give me this. You don't have it? Okay, prefer. Boom, someone else. Extremely fast. The beginning was not easy, but I spent 1 year working for this luxury brand to learn about the culture, to learn about people spend money, to learn about the lifestyle, because it's completely different. Also, the religion is different. The religion here respect the money and respect the success. Christianity in Europe, especially in Italy, don't respect this. As I told you, you're rich, you're a bad person. You will not go to paradise if you're rich. Money is an extremely bad thing. So people in Italy, they think that money is extremely bad, when in other countries in the Middle East, or they don't care, or they just celebrate the success, and money is a part of it.
What about U.S.? Isn't it going to be similar in U.S. because U.S. Money loves speed in U.S.
It's similar to Dubai, the US, yes. Because there is a lot of cash flow, but also you can get fired like on the spot. So the employees in general, not only in luxury, they used to be more obedient. We say obedient in English, more good and good people, because if they fuck up in something, they can get fired. So even the attitude is like, yes, yes, of course, of course. If a client complain, they don't want you to lose the job. So it's like, yeah, of course, of course.
So the firing in the U.S. is a lot faster. So in that case, how much in total did you spend with Gucci in terms of years? I think it's out. Here, try this one. Try this one. Yeah, it's out of gas.
Now we are talking. How much I spent?
How much time did you spend at Gucci?
2 years and a half.
2.5 years altogether between Paris,
And
LA,
Dubai.
Miami, and Dubai.
I was just traveling and visiting in the US, but working was in Paris and in Dubai.
Got it.
But I've been to visit the ex-colleagues in LA, in Miami, in Texas, just understand the business, now how to people spend money. Also, the US culture is very relaxed about money. They don't care. They can touch cash. They can show the cash. There is no problem. To make you understand the difference between US and Europe. Europe is not like this. You need to hide your money. They are very psychotic with money in Europe. In general, generally speaking, they want to hide money. Number one, because it's dangerous if you show your money. Number two, yeah, because you are a bad person. Generally speaking, of course, there are exceptions, but I felt this, and I'm from this, so I know what I'm talking about. Anyone can think, oh no, it's not true. I'm rich and I'm happy. Okay, maybe you are an exception, but generally speaking, culturally speaking, it's 100% true.
What were some of the biggest lessons that you've learned within your time at Gucci? Some of your biggest lessons or some of the biggest surprises that you've had at Gucci?
Beautiful question. I learned a lot, really. And I'm extremely grateful because I met a lot of people that teach me a lot. Give me a few seconds because there are so many things, but I need to find the word.
Absolutely, brother. Take your time with it.
What I learned. Surprise. It was more a confirmation, but in practice, I knew that, but I was practicing this. That you have to focus on yourself and just keep working on yourself. Sounds very basic, but when you have goals and you have to, you start to grow, you start to level up. So people obviously start to criticize you, start to ask you why you're doing this is useless, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing it for me. And people didn't understand this. So, but you just have to keep pushing. People will try to stop you because you are too good or you are better than the other. And for other people that they are lazy, they prefer to criticize you than to put yourself on the work. But you just have to keep going, keep working, because everything you do for you, one day you will use it, will be useful. You want to learn to speak Chinese. A lot of people say, why are you doing Chinese? Useless. You say, you're like, I'm doing it for me. I know, but I need it because I know I like to improve myself and find new skills. One day it will be useful. So I was doing, as I told you, like briefings, practicing my public speech, practicing my English, practicing my French, practicing the way I put concept in words, also to be able to speak in front of the other people. I wanted to take care of important clients, so if it's a stressful situation. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I want to put myself in stressful situation. So just go, keep working, thinking about yourself. Always think about yourself, and the people you love, of course. But the way you can show love to people around you is to think about yourself, improve yourself, make more money, become more strong, so you can protect people around you, and yeah, you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely. And a side question, something that just popped into my head is with a lot of luxury brands, whether it be watches or fashion or something on the very high end, in order to create FOMO, I've heard this on the internet, and internet's always right. Internet's never been wrong. But something they often teach in these luxury stores is to almost treat the client in a condescending way in order to make it feel like the brand is above them. Is that a practice that you see often in the luxury space?
So if I understand your question, they treat the clients like the brand is bigger than
Exactly.
the clients.
Exactly.
So to create frustration.
Not to create frustration, but to create the feeling of hard to access. Hard to access, or let's say within the presentation of the...
Give me an example. Hermes with the Birkin bags and the extremely difficult bags.
the extremely difficult bags or extremely
access.
difficult watches to get. They always...
yeah, of course.
it's almost like a performance. They pretend not just that the item is out of stock, but it's out of reach for them.
I see. Okay, no, but French are very good on this. Italians are extremely good on the craftsmanship. Extremely good. We are talking about the best quality in the world of
They're
everything.
the artisans. They're
everything.
They're the top
And
dog.
French people also, as I told you, the French brands they produce in Italy. Bugatti is a French brand, but Bugatti is an Italian name. The guy was Italian. Okay, so sorry, my French friends, but you're taking everything from Italians. Even in the Louvre Museum, 50% from Italy. La Gioconda from China, no, it's from fucking Italy. But anyway,
spoken like a true Mediterranean.
and so the French are very good on this because they understood that the luxury, but because it comes from the 15th centuries, no, when the bankers start to appear, the commerce also, so the middle class and rich people. Some people start to become richer than others, but not just the king and a few other peoples, but like a few parts of the society. You have a group of people that start to become richer than others. So you start to have the bourgeoisie, the I don't know what to say in English, but a small class of people, yeah, like bankers and people with commerce with China, with Americas, with coffee and silk.
The rich people,
rice, rich people. So these rich people, they want to show that they are rich, that are part of a specific kind of this part of the society. So if you think about the most famous luxury brand, like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, they're just a logo. I mean, they're just a logo. They are, there is a logo. LV looks like Louis XV, Louis 50, similar, no? LV. Because it's a logo to say, I'm part of the rich people. I'm a part of the elite. So that's why they show the name of the logo. And they understood that the people want to be part of this part, want to show that they are a part of this group of people of the elites. So they wear this brand and they say, okay, it's a status, no? French luxury is a status. I'm rich. I'm a part of a special elite of people. And they sell the products that give you this. They sell the product that they give you this feeling. They sell you the products that show to other people that you are rich. They give you this kind of power. They give you this feeling. It's more a feeling than a power, because actually today with the crypto guys and with these all OnlyFans ladies and all OnlyFans guys, managers, they made shit tons of money. There is a lot of random people start to become rich, so people they don't care anymore as before. But they sell you this feeling. Sales is feeling, no? You don't care about the quality of a pen. You care about the feeling you have when you are showing this pen to your boss or to your client.
Perception.
Except the perception, except. So the French are extremely good to sell this. So they create something very, very exclusive that is difficult to have access. So people that they can buy it, they really have this feeling. To have a Hermes bag, you have to spend at least, I'm not sure about it, but like a few $100,000, maybe $1 million minimum spending. Then you have access to a few bags, maybe. Usually it's not the one you want, but it's something else. So there is a huge waiting list. There is a big minimum spending money. So it's very hard to have access to this. But people that have access to this, they actually feel really a part of a small group of people. They feel the elite. And Italian luxury is different. Lorenzo de' Medici was a very rich guy, bankers and extremely rich in Florence. He became rich, but he used this money to invest on artists to make Italy one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So luxury, from an Italian perspective, is brainstorming, it's creativity. Leonardo da Vinci, Raffaello, Michelangelo. You have all these brands like Gucci, Versace, Prada. They're creative. Valentino, Rosso Valentino. They're all different universe. So Italian luxury is creativity, and they're extremely bad on business. But French brands, if you pay attention to this, they do all the time the same thing. The Chanel bag is all the time the same. Hermes bag is all the time the same. Fucking Bugatti is all the time the same. All the time the same thing, but extremely difficult to have access, and it's a status. So you express yourself with Italian luxury, you express your status with French luxury.
Very interesting way to put it.
So they sell a different feeling also.
Understood. And did Gucci employ any of those tactics around status?
It's also status you people use Gucci also to show the state, of course, the GG, but also you can afford luxury brands, so you are rich, you're wealthy, you are happy, etc., etc. So they have to use this. They need to feel, they need to sell this feeling. It's a part of the business because this feeling costs thousands of dollars.
In our time and age, isn't it extremely easy to fake luxury?
Yeah, there are a lot of fakes. It's easy. I mean, today it's extremely easy, but it depends also about the context. No, you say context about the situation.
The context, yeah.
Yeah, the context. It depends who is faking, why, for which reason, and why you notice this that someone is faking. So it depends about the situation. But it's easy to fake luxury. I mean, you can buy some fake, or you can buy something second hands already used. But yeah, to give more value to this question, it depends about the situation. What's the situation?
Mhm.
Well, why you should fake it? My point of view, you don't have to fake it, of course. It depends. It depends. What's your point? Because I can tell you a story, for example. Let me tell you a
Mhm.
story. I was poor, really poor, extremely poor, like eating bread and olives. Okay, and I was like 20 years old. I was a painter. I was doing the painter. I was making a few money, being an artist in Italy. So I was traveling because I was invited sometime to some festival in Milan, then in Rome, then in Naples. Then one lady, she texts me, "Hey, my house is free for 1 week." She's in Venice, so you take the first train and you go to Venice. But to do that without money? So I always used to dress with a nice jacket, to dress well, to show that I was not a rich guy, but yeah, to say I was rich. I was dressing well, so I was not poor. But
I can be at your level.
yes, but I was taking the trains without paying the ticket, of course, because I didn't have the money for the tickets. But all the time dressing well, but always also in the restaurant. So you see the difference when you are dressing well. You see how people they speak to you. You open the door of a restaurant and you're wearing a nice jacket. Everyone's like, "Oh, sir, they give you the best table. You have all the ladies looking at you. You have more attention." And it's a language, no?
Yeah.
So I was traveling using the train, and I used to go to the bar wagon, no? The how do you call it in English? With the bar,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
luxury train. Because of course I was using the fastest train, so the most expensive trains where there is a bar. So I used to go to the bar, and when the guy that was controlling the ticket um, was coming to me to ask the ticket, I will always play the busy guy. So
Yeah, yeah.
talking at the phone, closing my jacket, talking about business. I was like, yeah, 1 minute. The ticket, yes, it's on my bag. Give me 1 minute. No, no, no. I was like playing the busy guy,
Yeah, yeah.
but because I was wearing a jacket, the controller, how do you call it in English? Controller?
The controller.
Yeah, the controller was like, oh, okay, sorry, sir. It was like, oh, apologizing because
Yeah, yeah.
disturbed me. And free ticket.
Because there's no way that guy wouldn't pay, because again, perception.
Yeah, exactly. He's well dressed,
Yeah,
so
He can
He
afford
has
a
a ticket,
jacket,
of
so he
course.
can afford a ticket.
he has a ticket, of course.
Where I was going
So
more so,
you see why is it? Sorry, but you see why is depend the situation. Why you have to fake it? Why you should fake it? Why you should not fake it? Fake it what? What's your goal? What's the situation?
absolutely. Where I was going more so without question is just it's so interesting in our day and age where so many things can be faked, even like our phones, right? My phone's recording right now. I would have picked up my phone and shown Instagram, right? Like, so much is about perception, and so many handcrafted goods nowadays can be completely ripped off from China or some other place, and a
I
person
see.
doesn't have to spend $10,000
see.
for a bag. They can get something 95% the same for something out of China for a tenth, a hundredth of the price. Why should they spend
Yes,
10x, 100x, 1000x
I see your point.
on something?
So I ask where I will answer to you with this. So that's a Rolex, right?
That's a Rolex, yeah, and even a Rolex, right? A Rolex is so easily fake nowadays
Yeah,
that
but-
it's completely devalued. You see a Rolex everywhere nowadays,
Okay,
and you
but-
don't know whether it's real, whether it's fake. Why should someone spend the premium on
But
a real good?
today, but yes, no one. A lot of people have a Rolex. It's not like as before, but the Rolex is still the Rolex. But if I give you exactly the same watch with the same qualities, same fabric, same characteristic, exactly the same, but there is no Rolex printed on it, do you want this watch?
No.
Exactly. So it's the same for a handbag, for a woman. So they want the Hermes bag, they want the Gucci bag. Is the same. So is the feeling for this woman, for this women, to go to the store and her husband or her boyfriend, they buy a bag for them.
It's an experience.
It's an experience, but also
Commitment.
it's like to have a Rolex for them. I have a bag because it shows status, and it's always a feeling. So you want the Rolex and they want the bag. Darling, I can give you this bag is fake, but it's the same. No, I want the Hermes bag. I want the real one. For a man's perspective, it's like, what the fuck? It's the same. But you understand now with the example of the Rolex why this business is making thousands of dollars, because I have to be honest, it's a more business for women. The biggest spender as men, but because they are buying for their women.
At Gucci, what was the split between men and women for purchases?
Yeah, the biggest spender are men, but yeah, often they buy for women, for their women.
But did you sell more often stuff for men or stuff for women?
Women.
Like
women,
80%
100%.
was it women's stuff?
Yeah, handbags. My specialty was handbags, not because I'm passionate about handbags, just because they are the most expensive item in a luxury store. There's jewelry, okay, of course, but it depends about the store. But they are the most expensive. You don't
Why?
have size,
Why are handbags the most expensive?
because it's hard to make a handbag. It require a lot of expertise, a lot of technique, a lot of details.
Mhm.
The fabric also, the materials. For example, in Gucci there is the bamboo bag. The handle is in bamboo,
Mhm.
real bamboo. It's extremely hard to manufacture, to shape the bamboo in that way. Also, for example, for exotic skins like crocodile or ostrich, it's extremely hard to work the skin. You need years and years and years of experience. So you take in consideration this, the leather, the quality of the leather is they are extremely hard to find. Good leathers can be crocodile, ostrich, python. Then they are difficult to work with, and then you put the brand on top of it, and that's why they cost 5,000, 10,000, 20, $15,000. Of course, there is a overpriced. There is this hype about the bag, but is the mission of any brand, any company, any business. I don't complain because it's expensive luxury stuff. If you have a business, what's your goal? To make money. So if people keep buying your product, even if you are overpriced, you are happy. So it's your goal as a businessman to make the people buy your product, even if you are keep pushing the price. So I can say, ah, fucking bastard. No, they're just doing their job. It's up to you if you accept to spend that money to buy the bag or not, or to buy the shoes or whatever. Because a lot of people, it's just too expensive, it's too expensive, this bullshit. Yeah, my friend, but if you have a business, what's your goal? To make money. So they're doing your job. So why you complain? You understand?
And so you came over here to Dubai, started working at Gucci, and
Do you like the conversation? Sorry.
say again?
Do you like the conversation? This conversation.
Oh, absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. Do you?
Yes.
Good. I love this conversation. I'm having a great time. Did you find yourself picking up on any hobbies? For example, I noticed that you're an equestrian. You've been spending a lot of time horse riding, meeting beautiful women, taking out other guys horseback riding. How did you pick up this hobby? Because it's a very unique hobby. It's a very kind of hobby associated with burden, associated with nobility. How did you come across this hobby?
So you said horse riding is associated with nobility, with power, with energy, with elegance. So it was just after the COVID. I don't know if you can say COVID on YouTube, but fuck it. It was just after the COVID. And after you spend months and months and months in your apartment,
Mhm.
you have this feeling, you need this feeling of freedom to open space. So I was in this situation. So I saw a few viral videos on Instagram of this group of guys riding horses on the beach with the sunset, with the golden hours, with these gold lights. And I saw this video and I was like, wow, I want to do the same. Also because I start to work in Gucci, and I start to feel that I was going I was making something with my life. So I want to have the experience of the feeling of power, to going fast and of freedom. So I saw this video and I say, okay, I want to live this feeling, because I like to do activities that bring something to me in terms of mindset. So horse riding is something that is extremely special. All the most powerful men in the world, the kings and emperors, conqueror, they used to have a horse. They used to have a favorite horse, or they are on all the time painted with a horse on paintings.
And
On
being in the
books.
cavalry was extremely dangerous as well. And quite frequently, they would be part of a cavalry troop.
Yes, yeah, nobility. You say nobility, because the movement of the horse is something extremely elegant. Because the horse is a very very powerful animal, but moves elegance. Why people didn't ride bulls or goats, but they're riding horses, because there is this elegance, this charisma that comes from the horse, that it's a echo for a man.
Mhm.
He wants to absorb this energy. So it was the case for me, and I say, okay, let me go to Morocco, where I spent 1 week with these funny guys. It was a beautiful experience. They put me on a horse, and they say, okay, you want to learn how to do horse riding? Yes, I'm here for this. Okay, perfect. They put me on a horse. The first day, they asked me to close my eyes. I was doing the soft trot, and they say, okay, close your eyes. I was like, close my eyes? But I'm on a horse. It's dangerous. I said, brother, just close your eyes. Listen to me. Okay. So I closed my eyes, and I was obliged, you see, to feel the horse. Then they asked me to leave the leash of the horse. So I found myself little on a horse with no hands and with the eyes closed. So I had to connect with the horse. I had to find the balance. Was the only the first day. The second day they put me on the most strong on the strongest horse, the biggest horse they have, Shihab, if I'm not mistaken. His name is like flame in the sky. Shihab, his name. Extremely beautiful horse, but energetic. When I saw it, like, when I saw it, it was nervous, moving. You felt it that he wants to run. And I look at the guy. This is my horse today. So yes, brother, you want to learn? Go, yalla. He said, okay. I still have the video. I almost fell from the horse, but the horse started to ride after a few minutes. But the same, I had to find the way to stay on the horse to find the balance. And it's like on business. You open a business, you made the choice already. You're doing the business. So what's the option? Or you make it, or you make it. You don't have okay. Let me try. Let me do. No, you have to learn how to do it now. You can't fail. Fall.
You can't fall.
You can't fall. You have to stay on the horse. It's like a business. You start already. You're ongoing. You're on the way. It will be stupid to jump from the horse. The horse is running. Everything is going. So your mission is okay. Let me find a solution. You have to solve the problem. It's not like not even 99% versus 1%. No, it's 110%. You have to find a solution. So it was extremely enrichissant, we say in French. I learned a lot from this. So I started to practice horse riding again and again in Morocco. And I use it as a metaphor. I like to teach to the people that come to my horse riding classes. I like to show them the metaphor between riding a horse and the attitude they have in their life. The horse doesn't speak, doesn't use words. It's a different code. So you need to learn another language, another code, and the horse feel you, of course. Well, even human beings, we feel people. So you need to be the man. You need to be the boss because you are responsible for the horse, for you, for the people around you. So you need to be 100% sure what you're doing. You need to take a decision clear, and you need to send a message clearly to the horse, because the horse, the same, it's not 50-50. If you say, my friend, go to the right or go to the left, and the horse say, I don't know. No, I love you. I told you, do this, point. It's like women. It's like women. They test you, but they test you not because they are bad people,
but they want to see that you're the man.
Exactly. And they love you even more if you show them that you know what you're doing. Is say, shut up, I love you, but I told you do this. There's no discussion. This. And I saw a lot of people coming to the horse riding, and when they jump on a horse, they don't know what to do with the stress, or under pressure, they are not able to take a decision. Or the horse is moving. Of course it's moving. It's a fucking animal. It's moving. Of course. Oh, I'm scared. It's not. Calm down, brave, take a decision, stop the horse, or go to the right, or go to the left, or go faster, or go slower. Take a decision now, solve the problem, but be sure what you're doing. Be sure of the message you are sending. Send a clear message. I like to show to people this thing, and I like to practice horse riding in this way. And also, you have all the experience of riding with a horse to feel the freedom, to feel the energy of the horse. You are absorbing the energy of the animal. It's beautiful, extremely beautiful. It's complementary to fighting, for example. So fighting is the hard to deal with the enemy. You are versus the enemy. So you need to manage the stress. You need to learn how to win. You are in a situation when you have to be stronger than the opponent to win. Horse riding is you and someone else, but on the same direction. It's like a business partner. It's like an ally. So it's complementary. But fighting is 1 versus 1. Horse riding is 1 plus 1. It's complementary. You need to learn both. Because another example, you are working with someone else, but you need to go together in the same direction. Or you have a couple also. You need to go to the same direction. So at some point, you need to be clear on what you want. You need to be clear on the message you are sending. You need to be clear when you take a decision. You have to take a decision also, because people, they don't know how to take decision. But take a decision. Can be wrong, can be right. Just take a decision. For a lot of people, it's extremely hard to take just to take decisions. They wait years and years. The solution come from the sky. I found the solution. No, take a fucking decision now. So yeah.
Has being an equestrian been good for networking or good for girls? Have you taken girls out on dates doing horseback riding? Because it's a thrill. I've never been on a horse myself, but I look at this massive beast and I'm like, wow, like I could be thrown off. This thing can kick me. I've heard different stories of them biting the hand and pulling out the entirety of the way of the vein from their arm, from shoulder to their hand. All sorts of stories, and it can be very intimidating for some people, but it's also very thrilling as a result. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the light without the dark. Because of the danger aspect associated with it, it can be very thrilling. Have you found it to be good for networking or good for women?
Yeah, because it's a very good question, and thank you for asking. Because when you're a group of people, and you can be a wealthy person, or you can be just an ambitious guy, or ambitious person, but you are in a group of people. It's different if you are on a bar drinking. There is the music. You can barely hear the person around you. You can talk. What's your business? I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Okay, interesting. Okay. Something different is when you live another kind of experience with the emotions, with the adrenaline, where you push your limit. So it's a group of people that they're pushing the limit, or they're learning something new. Because just to be clear, I don't do horse riding like for a group of tourists. I don't put people on a horse and just walking. Okay, take a selfie. No, I really want to make people ride with the horse. So I like to push people to really take control of the horse and enjoy the experience and go to trot, to counter, gallop. So when you are in a group of people and you are living a strong experience with a group of people, doesn't matter the level of society you are, but you connect with people on an emotional level, and it's deeper because you are sharing an experience and you are pushing each other to level up. And it helps you to connect better with people. Even like if you have a fighting camp, you can find the best friends of your life because you share the stress of the fighting,
The hardship.
Exactly, it's a hard experience, the hard of the training. So you make friends in a deeper way than you just go on a dinner, you meet random people, for example, because you share an experience. So yeah, then it's an extremely good networking experience that was had. But it can be a fighting club, or going to, I don't know, to the Himalaya, to the top of the Himalaya. When you share an experience with a group of people, the connection are deeper. Horse riding is okay. It's not like going to the top of the Himalaya, but it's not just like drinking a glass of wine. It's in the middle, but you can still connect with people in a beautiful way.
Is it an expensive hobby? How much does it usually cost to get like a horseback riding lesson?
I'm still not that expensive. Probably I have to raise the price, but it depends. It depends. No, like $100 cost my trainings. $100 around. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe a little bit more. It depends. But it should be more expensive. I'll be honest. It should be more expensive because if you see what I mean by learning horse riding and improve yourself, and you know that these kinds of things has value, you want to spend money on this. So the value of the money doesn't disappear because you know you're investing in a beautiful experience.
I like that you surround your life with beauty at every level.
Thank you, my friend. Yes, beauty is extremely important for me. Wow, beautiful observation. Beauty is extremely important.
Bringing it back again to fashion, tracking that you recently made a switch from Gucci to custom made reality. Mind sharing a little bit about that store? For me personally, it's more than a store. For me, I've seen so many elements of brotherhood imprinted into that store. It's more than just a place to get a suit, but it's a place to really connect and spend time with family and brothers.
Yes,
Mind sharing a little bit about Custom Made Reality?
absolutely. My customer reality is Jules' project. Jules Sullivan, very good friend, and I respect him a lot as a human being, as a businessman. Is a very good example of how to be a man, how to grow yourself, how to build yourself. And he created the store like an hobby. He know the value of the network of people. He know the value of the energy of the group, because when you are a group of people, you are way more stronger than just the lonely wolf randomly somewhere in the world by himself. The connection with other people with the same values is extremely important. Extremely important for your personal psychological health, because you need to spend time with people with who you share the same values, like we are doing right now, for example. It's extremely healthy, but also in terms of business, you make business with people with who you share the same values. Extremely important. People that you can trust. You can trust. Point. I was saying you can trust more. No, you people that you can trust, because usually you can't trust people. I trust no one. So he opened this store. It's a tailor store for men. It was like more a place to enjoy time with the brothers, and to get some nice shoes, to teach also to other brothers how to dress as a man, some style tips, etc. But the business actually start to work because Jewel is the brand, and as I say, is an inspiration from a lot of people. So he's the brand, and it's extremely important in business in general, because as I say, you buy the feeling. So when you are inspired by someone, and this person is, this is in this case, is making suits, you want to buy the suits because you are inspired by this person. You want to be part of this community of people, because you see all this group of guys dressing well, successful, values, strong values, fighting, nice cars, fighting for their success, for their life, to have beautiful women. So you want to be part of this community. So if in a brand like Gucci or Louis Vuitton or other brands, you buy the feeling of the status. In this situation, you buy the feeling to be part of the community. Also, you want to be part of the Gucci community, of course, because it's a community, no, these rich people, but it's a different community. So Jules was extremely good to build this brand, to build to keep also this community, these people together, and the brand is working, the business is working, and there are values inside this business that what make it strong. As you say, people come to the store to enjoy, to spend some time, but with people that they know. For example, what I mean with what's a person with value? Who is a man with values? Let me explain this. Um, if you're a man that comes from nothing and you have to build yourself, you need to go through a lot of shit. So you need to build your structure. So values are your structures: brotherhood, loves, respect. You suffer. So to respect people becomes automatic. It becomes a value. Respect. Value is something that you give value to this. You give value to respect because you have lost someone, for example, or you have been through something really hard. So when you see someone else in the same situation that come from the same situation, you respect this person. This person. You understand what I mean? So respect becomes a very important value, and you share respect, value respect, value gold as value, respect as a value. So you understand that that's a currency, if you want, that you share respect. So when you start to spend time with people that struggle in their life, but they made it, or they are on the way, it's healthy, it's good, it's extremely valuable, it's something extremely important in your life. You understand what I mean? Makes sense?
Absolutely.
And so customer reality is about this. It's about not just fabrics and nice suit, but there are value inside. There are masculinity, how to be a man, how to celebrate your success, because also to celebrate your success is important. It's not about show off. Even if show off is good, why we say, why this guy show off or this woman show off? he's enjoying or she's enjoying the life. What's the problem to show off? It's your problem. It's taking something from you. No, you are jealous because he's taking attention from you, maybe. But let him show off. It's good to celebrate attention, but it's not only about this. It's celebration of being who you are. So that's why it's successful. And that's why I'm extremely happy to work in custom reality.
Absolutely. And so now you're entering the role of general manager there, and guys that are looking for suits can come directly to you and work with you to kind of fulfill on their vision of that suit, correct?
Yes, but it's a suit can be many things. It can be as a watch, like a watch, the celebration of a good deal, on celebration of success, or just a celebration of yourself.
Mhm.
But in all the case, anyway, it's a language. I use all the time the example of a spy. If you're a spy, you have a mission, and you need to know how to disappear or how to get noticed.
Mhm.
So you need to speak the language of the dress code, because everyone is speaking the language of the dress code.
Mhm.
No, someone can say, I don't care. Yes, but the way you dress say 90% about you. But if you manage this language, it's a power, because you have the power to disappear. You have a power to get noticed in the way you want, and you have the power to express yourself in a clear way. You want to express something about your personality, you need to know how to do it. For example, I'm a very creative person, but I'm not wearing cowboy boots on my head. I'm creative. I'm an artist. It's completely stupid. But what about you dress a different shade of a suit, different than the average, so other people they can admire your suit. They can admire one aspect of your personality with the language. That can be the color, that can be the fabric, that can be the shape, single breast, double breast, can be made in Italy, made in France, wool, silk. It's a language, literally. It's a language. The more you get skilled speaking this language, and more you have a power, you become powerful.
What would you say are some of the biggest mistakes or misconceptions that men make when it comes to suits and dressing and fashion?
A lot of mistakes, but if I have to talk about one, is to dress like shit, even when they are not Steve Jobs or Cristiano Ronaldo. All these guys, even men, I don't care. They dress like a t-shirt and shorts. I don't care. I'm rich. I understand that today there is a completely different paradigm, because a lot of people they became rich with the internet, with crypto. So the problem like taxes or other kind of problem start to pop up in their life, so they want to disappear. So they don't want to get noticed. They don't want to show they are rich. A few years ago, a few decades ago, hundreds of years ago, was extremely important to show that you are a wealthy person, because otherwise, for example, in the middle age, if you're just a common peasant, someone can just kill you and you are no one's. But if they see that you are someone important, they respect you and they might not kill you. So before, it was extremely important to show that your status. Today, there are people that want to disappear. So we are living in a shift. There is a shift today. I understand this, and it's completely fine. But there are a lot of people that they wear just shit and they don't care about the dress code, and they say, I don't care, I don't care, and they look like kids. They look like but Cristiano Ronaldo is wearing the same, or Leo Messi is wearing the same. Yes, but you are not there. You're not Steve Jobs. You're not these people. You're not Mayweather that you wear a crocodile backpack. You are not these people. You need to still prove yourself, or learn before the rules of the game, and then you break the rules in your way. But a suit is a celebration of being a man. So learn first how to celebrate, how to be a man in a proper way, speaking the language of the dress code. Then you break the rules, whatever you want. I mean, I say rules, but everyone can do whatever they want. But talking about the dress code, learn the rules first, and then you break it.
Is it possible to overdress for an occasion?
Yes, of course. I will never wear a tuxedo, you know, for a business meeting. What is this? A wedding? What is this? It's inappropriate. Or even a logo like Gucci, Louis Vuitton for a business meeting. I'm a real estate agent. Louis Vuitton. Okay, can be fine. Why not? But when I see personally a man with a made-to-measure suits that perfectly fits his body shape with a specific color, and I see that this guy he choose the color, he has tastes, or he know how to speak the dress code language. So he choose, for example, a navy color that is very sober, almost corporate, proper for the situation, for a business meeting, for example. I understand that this guy, he's smart. He know what he's doing. I trust 1 times more this person with a nice made-to-measure suits, with a sober color, but the suits fit perfectly his body. I know that. I understand that he knows what he's doing, so I can trust him much more than the guy is wearing the Dior jacket. For what? He has zero personality. This guy. So small details that make me understand a lot. A person with a lot of personalities and a person with zero personality.
What should be the color of the first suit for someone that's picking out the first made-to-measure suit?
Navy is a good color because it's very versatile and it's sober. It's for all kind of occasion. Beige also. It's extremely elegant, sober. And actually, if you have a beige suits and a navy suits, you can mix and match. You can wear the blue jacket and the beige pants, and the beige jacket or the blue pants, and you can switch whatever the way you want. And I think these are the basic color. Every man should have this combo. A black suits for events, for gala, for weddings, or more for gala. No, you are invited to a special dinner with someone. You wear a nice black suit is always the best. And then it depends about where you're living. If you're living in Miami, where it's hot and warm, or if you're living in London, when it's cold, humid, it depends.
Are you up for a quick, rapid round of questions?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Perfect. First question: Gucci or Hermes?
Gucci.
You're a little bit biased.
Huh?
You're a little bit biased.
Bias? What does it mean?
Like biased, like you have an opinion because like you worked at Gucci, so of course it's gonna be Gucci.
No, but I enjoy to work in Gucci in the past
Mhm.
because the brand is extremely powerful and the power of the Italian creativity it's uncomparable. Hermes is just a fucking status, and they made in Italy all the stuff, so they do all the time the same thing without that power of Gucci. Gucci is sexy. Gucci is chic. Gucci is creativity. It's colors. It's style. It's rock and roll. It's Hollywood. It's Italy. It's Naples. Milan. It's a huge universe. Hermes is just a fucking status. Gucci is a whole universe. So I have to say Gucci.
Who would be second to Gucci in terms of like a luxury brand?
Second to Gucci.
Second to Gucci, yeah.
Tom Ford.
Really?
But Tom Ford worked with Gucci. So Gucci also is Gucci because of Tom Ford.
Interesting.
But Tom Ford is an amazing brand. Beautiful.
I
for men
never
and
looked
women.
into Tom Ford.
For men and women. It's extremely beautiful. Love it. Chic, sexy, but it's elegant. I say sexy, but because yeah, it's sexy. This energy of the fabric of the cuts, but it's chic, extremely elegant.
What was your Italian mother's reaction to Dubai? Which heard that you're going to be leaving and going to Dubai.
She's 73 years old. She came here in Dubai in a few months ago. She likes it, but she's 70, so she has already a lot of habits, and it's too hard to ask her to stop. I mean, stop enjoying the reality of the small village. I can say from today You come to Dubai, you live to Dubai, you love Dubai. Forget the small village. Forget the store where you buy the bread every day. Forget the beach. Forget your favorite restaurant. No. So she's happy that I'm here. She's
Mhm.
happy that I'm doing what I'm doing.
Mhm.
I love her. She loves me, and she like it. I mean, it's beautiful. Who doesn't like Dubai? Only idiots, to be honest. So I step by step, I'm trying to bring her here as much as possible. But yeah, I think I have to find a compromise. No, she likes the small store where she buy the bread every day. Hey Maria, every day it's been 15 years that she buys the bread the same shop. So it's okay.
Yeah, especially if you're older, like priorities shift more so away from kind of the flashy stuff of Dubai, more so towards community, family, God.
But Dubai is becoming more and more also a place for families. There is this image of Dubai with the flashy lights. Of course, there is this, but everything is new, everything is fresh, it's safe, and there are beautiful places, beautiful communities where families can spend the time with the children and enjoy the beach or enjoy the park or enjoy a walk through the canal in Business Bay, for example. It's an amazing place to be honest. It's not perfect. I'm not saying that Dubai is the perfect place, but there are a lot of positive points.
Horses or Ferraris?
Oh, cazzo. It depends.
That's a tough one for an Italian.
It's very hard. I say horses because I don't have a Ferrari yet, so I have to be honest with myself. Horse, but
Wait,
women enjoy both, so it's it's fine. It's fine.
is Ferrari your favorite brand when it comes to cars,
I one of my favorite,
or is it
but I
Lambo?
still have no. I don't have a Ferrari yet, so I can speak of what I have. I have a Mustang, and I love the Mustang. But there is also the logo of the Mustang is a horse. Coincidence? But I love the Mustang. Beautiful car. Beautiful, beautiful, strong car, smooth. Love it.
Mustang is American, right?
Yes, Ford. It's not Italian. Sorry. Sorry for my Italian friends. But I love that car.
What's the most overpriced brand?
I will not say that a brand is overpriced because if there are people ready to spend that money, it means that that's the cost of the feeling.
What's like the most overrated one in your eyes? Like too much hype around it.
Ah. In my opinion, I need time to answer to this question because the first answer is people do whatever they want. I mean, if they want to hype and follow Louis Vuitton and follow whatever, I don't care. It is people that they want this, so it's not over. It's the reality.
Mhm.
Understand my point? But of course, if we talk from my point of view, all the French brands because they do all the time the same thing. So there is nothing new, nothing creative. So I would say all the French brands.
What's the most underpriced or underappreciated brand?
Tom Ford.
I have to agree because I've never really even given Tom Ford a thought.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not like a big brands guy. For me, I like to not wear any kind of branding on me.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would much rather wear something completely no name, tailored, sits nice,
That's the best choice.
bespoke.
Amazing choice. Even better than any brands. Made to
I am
measure.
the brand. You are the brand.
Yes, exactly.
And for example, someone that I interviewed right before you 2 days ago was Ike. Ike owns a chain of sandwich shops. I think it's around 160 shops that he has now. Ike's Love and Sandwiches, and he has him, and then there's his face as the logo, and that's all the shirts he wears. And I love to see it because number one, it's very ballsy. There's a lot of bravado in that to just have you and build the brand after yourself. But it also turns out that he put up a poll asking his friends and family, like, what should I name this sandwich shop? And for a long time, he didn't want to name it after himself, but his friends and family were like, hey, no, like you should name it with your name in it. And he embraced that, and he said it's been one of the best decisions he's ever made.
So what's the most overrated brand? Yourself. Or to anyone, to anyone. Yourself. Push yourself.
Is Gucci worth it?
To buy it? Yeah, sure. Quality.
Have you ever had a client who scared you?
What do you mean by scared me?
Like, did you have like a crazy experience with a client?
Many crazy experience, but I don't know what you mean by scared. Scared to lose my job?
No,
Or
like
scared
scary,
because he
scary
was
client.
fighting,
Like,
want to fight me, or
was there a crazy encounter with a client that was memorable?
many. I met royal families. I met politicians. A lot of wealthy, thousands of wealthy people. I had hard experience with different cultures, but I never been really scared. Like, oh, I will lose my job, or you want to fight me, punch me, or I don't know what. No, no. I learn with this job how to be all the time polite. And to be polite and calm is a beautiful skill because I have a character that I am all the time. I react.
Mhm.
I don't act. I react. So I had to learn how to stay calm, to breathe, and to stay polite. And sometimes just the fact that you stay polite allows you to win the argument because you are polite. You are not stressing. So the client is like, blah, 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 shouting, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I can't solve your problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're winning. I don't know if you understand what I'm.
Yep.
But
No,
it's a
I
skill.
completely understand
It's a
it.
skill that I learned with this job to deal with the
Respect
people.
first.
It's respect for yourself, number one, because you are not going at the same level of the client that for some stupid reason is shouting in your store.
Mhm.
So number one, respect for yourself. You can respect the client because you can understand that if you are in the same situation that the client, you might have the same reaction. So you're like, okay, I understand it. So I respect his point of view. But it's also more how to solve the situation in a way that you win. When you win the argument. So you have to stay calm, brave, and you have to deal with these people.
What is your biggest addiction now?
Winning, really,
Even in Dubai?
especially in Dubai. Winning, no?
Oh, winning. Okay.
Winning. What do
I
you?
thought you said women.
Women. Ah, no, 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 no. Winning,
Mhm.
winning becomes addictive. The best thing that we can do is to have a big goal and a lot of small one that we achieve every day. And when you start to achieve goals every day, that can be extremely very simple things. I remember I saw one video on Instagram, like it was like someone from the military was doing a speech. He was saying, if you want to become a successful man, start to do your bed. Have you seen this video?
Yep. That was some admiral at some
Yeah, exactly.
university graduation. He was explaining. It was a very powerful speech.
Yeah, and I totally agree because you get used to the feeling on achieving thing, and you're like, I can do it. I can create a goal on my mind, and I can achieve it. So you start to doing this every day. You structure your big goal that you have because you have a big one or many big ones, and day by you structure. You say, okay, to achieve this goal, I need to do this and this and this every day, and then start to become addictive. I had a lot of addiction in my life, a lot of addiction in my life. Smoking, alcohol, women, many things. But winning today is the most addictive thing. I can't sleep. I have to do things. I think you share the same feeling. You have you. I can't sleep thinking that I have to do things. So it's an addiction. Oh, I have to do this. I have to send that message. I have to send that email. I have to do this. I have to go there. I have to. I have to. I have to. And if I don't have that feeling every day, I have the feeling that I'm doing nothing. So oh shit, come on, Leo. Let's go. Let's go. Do something. So do.
That's a beautiful answer. I love it.
Thank you.
Are there any fashion influencers you follow? Do you believe in fashion influencers?
Yes, of course. Um, an example.
It doesn't have to be one specific person. It could be like more so a brand or an agency.
Good question. Say again the question.
Are there any fashion influencers that you follow? Or fashion advice, or someone that leads fashion trends? Because I think there's a very common, not even a misconception, but a misdirection of, there's yearly like fashion shows in different cities or in France, and it's always the fashion that shocks.
Oh, I see. I like classics, like classic suits. So can be Al Pacino playing Tony Montana. That I love all the outfits in that movie, for example, or The Gentleman with what's the name of the actor? Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, yeah. It's a beautiful movie, The Gentleman, with a lot of beautiful outfits. But I like classics, more than classic, timeless things, because if they're timeless, there is a reason. Because they represent what they have to represent. So if I want to represent a man, I want to be inspired by timeless things. So yeah, double-breast suits or a nice loafer. Yeah.
Love it. Money can't buy style. True or false?
Money can buy?
Money can't buy style. True or false?
Oh. True. Because it's not about money style. It's about how you express your universe. So it's about the skills you have to express something, and the knowledge you have about colors, that you have about fabrics or way. Fashion means in French façon, the way you do things. So you can use money to learn how to do things in a certain way, but it's you that you have to learn how to do things, and you are actually doing things. So yeah, it's not about money, it's about you, how you do things. So style is the way you do things.
It's about your taste. It's about your communication. It's about the language that you put out there. It's about the perception that you curate.
Yeah, the attention you put into details also. It can be the way you sit on a chair, it can be the way you smoke a cigar, or you move your hands when you are talking, or you close your jacket. It can be anything. And women, for example, they pay a lot of attention to this. They are seduced from movements of a man, for example, from the fashion of a man. So it's not more about what the man is doing, is how he's doing it. Because there are rich guys everywhere. Everyone here in Dubai is a Lamborghini, or can afford a Lamborghini almost. Not everyone, but a lot of people. But there are plenty of Lamborghini. But not all of these guys are attractive to women, because they are not doing it in an attractive way for women. You can drive any other car that costs the half of the price of a Lamborghini, but that woman can be attracted to you because the way you're doing it.
What does Leonardo in 10 years look like?
Oh, wow. Still bald, probably.
With hair, with a trip to Turkey.
Nah, I'm happy with my hairstyle. Super happy. Women love it, by the way.
I think it suits you very well.
Yeah, well, women love it. I recently told to one guy that he was struggling with his hairstyle. He was trying to hide the baldness, And I told him, brother, just cut it, cut everything. Women love it. I'm not sure. Do it, because you will stop to think about all the time the hairstyle, looking at the mirror. You will be more confident. You don't have to think about it. You're just you, and that's it. And it work. It work. But your question is,
What does Leonardo in
Leo,
10 years look like?
managing different business, because I like to create business and managing business. Kids, and all the time doing something, growing. And I don't want to put myself limits. I have my idea of myself. Let's see, maybe here with you again, smoking another cigars, talking about this interview,
Doing
make
another
this interview,
podcast.
this podcast. So I remember 10 years ago, what did you achieve in these last 10 years? I achieved this. But keep pushing, really. It's the meaning of life. There is no meaning in life. There is no, I'm doing this because it makes sense. There is not a proper sense of life. The best thing we can do is to give the example. Forget the name. I want to be remembered. After 2, 3, 4, 10 generations, our name will disappear anyway. Even if you're Napoleon, probably one day someone will forget about Napoleon. But we will never forget our mission, because we had an example. So we have to give an example. We have to give an example that is beautiful to achieve goals. So people will forget your name, but you will show to your kids or people after you how to do it. So they will get inspired by you and will keep doing it. And then again and again, generation by generation, they will keep growing and solving problems, creating things, achieving goals, achieving victories. And I see myself keep doing this because it's what makes meaningful my life. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Hope
Continuing
it's,
to grow.
hope it's clear what I what I say.
Continuing to grow.
What
And not stopping.
quite kind of philosophical, but I like to answer myself the right question all the time. I'm not like let me ask one question and I will find out answer later. No, I have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm like this.
Well, what is your biggest regret?
Whoa. It will be obvious to say, cliche to say, I don't have regrets because I am who I am because of all of my mistakes. That is true. But I spent a lot of time doing a lot of mistakes, but because I have to do it. I don't know if I will be myself now without that mistakes, for real. So I have a lot of regrets, but it's at the same time cliche answers is what it is. So that's it.
You had to make those mistakes to get to where you're at now.
But if
So it's all part of the journey.
if I'm happy to have a regrets that I don't have, I mean, if I have to, I mean, I'm happy to don't have a specific regrets. My father, I already said, my father passed away 1 year ago, a little bit more than 1 year ago.
Mhm.
And it was painful, of course, because I love my father and he loves me. But the years before he passed away, after my brother passed away, I restart again the communication with him,
Mhm.
with my mother also, with my family, because I cut the communication. Then my brother died, so I said, okay, it's time to become more mature and to take care of my family also, because I'm a man now, so let me be more responsible. And I recreate the communication with my father, and I say to him everything I had to say, all the bad things, everything. I didn't like you when you did this. I didn't like when you did this. Why you did this? Explain me this. Why you didn't react in that way when this happened. Everything, all the episode of my life, all the feelings I had, bad feelings and good feelings also. I felt proud of you when you did this. everything. And when he passed away, of course, it was painful, but at the same time, it was with this feeling of peace. Like I have nothing else to say. I have no regrets. So it's a beautiful feeling because it's a chapter that anyway one day close. When it close, when we lost our parents. So the best way to do it is in this way, with no regrets. And the situation was pretty bad because I was living in the street. I was having the problems I had. So it was not the Barbie and Ken families living in the beautiful villas. No, I had problems with the girlfriend of that time. Well, problems with myself, but I say, okay, let's solve this problem.
Final question.
Your podcast was about luxury, but it starts to become a philosophical
Absolutely.
podcast. But
It's definitely a part of it.
It's my
It's the philosophy of life.
yeah. No, I know you understand, and I don't see any other way to reply to this kind of question.
No, this is great. This is complete, and it's not just fashion. It's not just cigars. It's life and genuine human connection, and we're here to connect. Final question is one that I ask all the people I interview, and I think it's the best way to finish, and that is, if you were to leave tomorrow, if you were to leave life tomorrow, what message would you leave to the audience? What would be your final message? And take your time with this one.
Can I take 15 more years to reply to this question?
It's not an easy one.
Maybe 60? No, sometimes I think about this. I have to be honest. Every day, to be honest. And there is let's an homage. I would say an homage.
Imagine.
And no, let's a quote of from Andrew Tate.
Mhm.
Even if it's a universal quote, but just to say his name, like an homage. I don't know in English how we say an homage. It's not like a celebration. It's a little bit less, but he says you don't have to be happy.
Homage. A homage.
Homage, yeah, thank you. You don't have to be happy. You have to be proud. So find what makes you proud, and just keep doing it. Whatever, men or women, of course. Even if for women it's different. But I think I can say enjoy the life, enjoy the experience of life, because we have only one. But the best way to enjoy life is to be proud of yourself, whatever situation you are living. It's not about money. It's not about the cars. It's not about the woman you are fucking or whatever. It actually, everything is just the whole thing. How you manage your past, how you manage your mistake, how you manage what you're doing, how you manage your goals, makes you proud of yourself in the moment. So it's the best feeling you can have in your life.
Be proud. Don't
And-
seek pleasures or happiness. Seek pride in a good life. In a life worth living.
But pleasure is a reward of to be proud. So it's a part of it, but it's all around. You're proud, so enjoy.
Love it. Leo, it's been a pleasure. I learned a lot about
Same,
fashion.
same. Thank you for all this question. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you.